Well, today is September 1st, and I thought I would try to document September, since I'm doing 3 different readathons. I'm doing Becca's Bookopoly, A Touch of Whimsy, Adventures Through Wonderland, I think is what it's called, and Monsterathon. And so I'm going to try to vlog, and I don't do vlogs very well. It's probably why I don't do it. I lead a very boring life, so I just don't really have a lot to document. But I'm gonna give it a go, and I'll see how it goes. If you see this video, then I decided to put it up on my page. But if not, then you know, you'll never know. Anyway, I stayed up kind of late last night trying to finish a book so that I could start off fresh this morning. I think I'm kind of regretting that now because I'm tired. Anyway, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to start with the remaking by Clay McLeod Chapman. And this one is for Friend Rec on Becca's Bookopoly, and also for your friendly neighborhood Friend Rec on Monsterathons. It's gonna go for 2 of my readathons, so that's good. Also, I'll probably listen to start listening to Sadie by Courtney Summers. This one is for Becca Recommends from Becca's Bookopoly, and also goes for Secret Crypt, which was to read a mystery on Monsterathon. And so there you have it. That's how I'm going to start my day. Hello everybody, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm sitting here waiting for my dad to pay some of his bills. And while I'm sitting here, I'm reading the remaking, and then hopefully after we get done with this, I can go to the library and pick up some of the books that I'm going to be reading this month. Hello. So, back from town, and I decided that I need to water my zucchini a little bit. It was supposed to rain, like a lot, but I don't think we got like anything. I think it was like mostly just a little bit of little sprinkles. So I wanted to go ahead and spray my zucchini a little bit, and then I can go back upstairs and listen to Sadie, I think, because I need to get on the computer, so I'll probably do that. Hello everybody, and got done with the garden watering. I only really watered the zucchini. It did rain a little bit, and to be truthfully, the only things that are still halfway decent in my garden are zucchini and some tomatoes. So the other stuff I've just kind of gave up on. So I did that, and I thought I would come on here and show you the books that I got from the library, because they're for the readathons that I'm doing. I picked up Sadie so I could listen to the audiobook and kind of follow along, since it has like the whole podcast thing in it. I already listened to the first podcast part, and now I'm on a Sadie chapter, so I'm guessing it's like podcast then Sadie podcast or whatever. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. Then I picked up The West End Game by Ellen Raskin, and this is supposed to be a middle grade mystery, and it's from 1979. It's a Newbery winner, and yeah, it's really tiny, but the writing's kind of tiny too, so if you can see that with the glare, sorry. So yeah, hopefully I can get through this one pretty good. This one is for The, yeah, it's 182 pages, so it's not too bad. This one's for, a Touch of Whimsy readathon. It's the middle grade readathon, and one of the prompts was to read a mystery, so there you go. I never got to show you the cute little map they had for the Touch of Whimsy readathon. That's it. And let's see. The Cheshire Cat's prompt is the pick a strange and mysterious read, so I was reading a mystery. And then I also have another mystery, which is Greenhouse Glass by Kate Milford. I've heard a ton of good things about this, especially on BookTube, and so I'm really excited to get to this one. And I picked this one for my 5-star prediction for Book Gizbeckopoly. Hopefully I'm going to really enjoy it. And I also picked this one for Read a Book You Think You'll Like from the Touch of Whimsy one. Which I don't know which prompt that goes for. But, oh, the Queen of Hearts Palace is pick a book you think you'll love. So, yeah, there's that. And I'm also still reading on the remaking. I haven't really read a whole lot today since we did go to town, but I am on page 12, and so far we're just learning about the witches, or whatever it is that the people thought they were witches. Part 1, The Witch Girl's Grave at Pilot's Creek, 1951. So we're like way back in time learning about those. And I thought, while I'm here, I got some nail mail, and so maybe you'd be interested in looking at that. Talked about how I do Color Street on here, and I ordered me some Color Street nails, and every time I order some for myself I always end up selling them to somebody else. This one, and which is called BU, it's got these cute little bees on it. I don't know if you could see that. It's really cute. And then this mauve one, they're already sold. This one though, nobody's getting this one. This is bloody gorgeous, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, how it shines. Love it. That one is mine. Nobody's getting that one. And then I have one called Rule of Plum. It's really pretty. Got this plum color. But yeah, that's what Color Street is. It's like nail strips. You just put them on and have beautiful nails, and you don't have to spend $60 to $100 or whatever it is on a salon. So it's almost 10 o'clock at night, and I'm getting ready for bed, and so I thought I would just come in and say a little bit about how my reading did today. It wasn't like the best, but I did get a little reading done. And so I read just a tiny bit of the remaking, and I'm not very far. Like 25 pages into it. Whoop, backwards. There was a spot from 1951, I believe it was, where this old guy is telling the story about what happened to the mother and the daughter, and then it goes to, I think, 1971, maybe, or something like that. And it has some kids doing like a seance or something. And then it goes to chapter 1. So that was all before chapter 1. So I'm finally on chapter 1. And it's okay so far. I mean, like I said, I haven't really gotten that far into it to really have an opinion. But yeah. And then I've been listening to Sadie. And it's okay. I mean, I guess I can see why some liked it, but I don't know, maybe I've just read a lot of mysteries and things, and I don't really see why they think this one is like so phenomenal, but I'm a little ways into it. I'm listening to the audio, and so, I mean, the audio is really cool, and I would suggest that if you haven't read this one and you want to, that would be the way you do it. I'm on page 117, so I got fairly well into this. And just to show you how crazy my reading gets, because I can just be reading this, but then I'm somewhere else and I'm got my Kindle or something like that, and I don't have the books with me, and so I start another book. And so I started The Whispering Pines by Heidi Lang and Katie Barkowski. I guess that's how you would say it, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it's a middle grade kind of spooky, supernaturally type thing. And I'm only 5% into it, but so far I really like it, and I would like to continue reading it, so I probably will. It's started out really creepy with 4 kids who were in this house, and there's this monster after them, and evidently he wants their eyes. Because I like your eyes. So, and then it goes to like present day, and somebody's moving into the neighborhood and everything. So yeah, but so far, I mean, it started out pretty good. So hopefully it keeps it up. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm reading and currently what's going on. And I think I'm about ready to go to bed because I stayed up too late last night and I need some sleep. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Today is excuse me, Wednesday, the 2nd of September. And I'm extremely tired. I have arthritis in my knees, and it's been really damp here, and last night they hurt so bad I couldn't sleep. So I'm tired. But it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning and gotta go grocery shopping, and I'm not thrilled. But yeah, gonna do that. So I'm going to work on the remaking today, and probably some more on Sadie. And I did read another chapter. Like I said, I was going to go to bed, and then I didn't. And so I read another chapter into this, and basically they're making a film about the witches that were mentioned in the beginning. And this little girl was auditioning for a part, and so basically the first chapter was about her anxiety and stuff about wanting to be the one that gets the part when she's looking at all these other girls in the room with her that are all after the same thing. And so yeah, so I still don't really have a big opinion about this yet, but like I said, I'm not very far into it. I'm only 36 pages in, so we'll see. Hopefully it gets better. And I don't have a picture to put here, but my Kindle's downstairs. But I did also work a little bit on the Whispering Pines middle grade book, and I got about 13% into it. It's actually pretty interesting so far, so I'm actually kind of liking that one a little bit more than the other books that I'm reading. But we'll try to concentrate a little bit more on the ones that I actually are supposed to read for the readathon. But that's how I roll. I start a book and then I start another one. So, morning everybody. It is Thursday and it's, I don't know, somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning. Sorry if it's a bit noisy. I am outside my dad's doctor's office. He had a doctor's appointment today, and so I went with him to do that because he doesn't seem to be able to go by himself. Anyway, I thought I could at least get a little bit of reading in, so I'm working on Whispering Pines. It's just the one. It was just easier to take my Kindle with me than to pack around a book, and so I thought I'd work on it. And actually, it's kind of the one that I'm really feeling right now. I'm really kind of enjoying this middle grade kind of spooky mystery type paranormal thing. And I'm about 20% in, so I'm doing okay. Hopefully, if everything goes right, I can read today and I can get into it a little bit more. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday, so I didn't really vlog.
I was really tired, and I'm still actually kind of tired. I didn't sleep well last night either. I have those moments where I just, I don't sleep well. And, so I didn't really, do a whole lot yesterday. I did read a little bit, but I just, not really enough, I don't think, to warrant talking. And I'm just not used to dictating my day through a video, and so I forget.
Hello everybody, just checking in. It's almost noon, and we've gotten back from my dad's doctor's appointment. He has diabetes, so he has like the every 3-month checkup, so he had to do that. And he was super hungry afterwards because he can't eat, so we went and ate some breakfast, and so now I'm stuffed and I ate all the wrong things, but it sure tasted good. And I just thought I would stop in and just kind of talk about what I've read so far, which isn't a whole lot. But you know, there's a book sometimes that you're just not feeling it, and I think that's this one. I mean, it's okay, but I've kind of shoved it to the side. And this one is okay, and it's something that I can listen to while I'm going to be working, and I'm halfway through pretty much, so hopefully I will maybe finish this up either today or tomorrow, depending on how much I listen to. The book that has really sucked me in, though, is this middle grade book right here. Whispering Pines has just totally sucked me in. I want to know what is going to happen next. This is a super creepy middle grade book. It really is. I don't remember exactly what I've told you about this so far, but I'm just going to say this one thing. It is super giving me, like, Jeepers Creepers vibes. If you've ever watched that movie, there is something out there, and it wants their eyes. And, just like, right now, like, where I'm at, I'm, like, 28% in, I believe. And there was this one girl that had gone missing, Brandy, and, Ray is really upset about it because she just moved to this town and finally, and she thought she was going to make a friend because she met that girl on her first date and they seemed to hit it off really well, and then the next day she's missing. And well, her and the boy here, Caden, were talking, and all of a sudden out from the woods come this girl, and she just was really creepy looking and something just not right with her. And the closer she got to them, the better that they could tell that she had no eyes. Like, where her eyes were supposed to be, it was like shiny and stuff like that. No eyelids, no nothing, just no eyes. Like, super creepy. But like, she realizes that was Brandy, and so she's like really upset. And so, yeah, it's gonna be about them trying to figure out what kind of supernatural things going on. He has a little bit of magical stuff about him. He can sense things and things like that and everything. And I mean, look at this cover. I mean, it's creepy. Thing looks like it's about to take his eyeball, and there's this like creepy hand on him. It's just super creepy. But yeah, this one's just giving me all the feels, and it's just so super creepy, and I really, really like it. And this is the book that I'm wanting to read right now. It's not even on any of my readathons, but it's the book I'm wanting to read. So I'm probably going to be concentrate on reading this one, and then maybe go back to the other ones. Hey, I was just getting ready to go downstairs, but I thought I'd pop on here and tell you that I finished a book. I finished Sadie by Courtney Summers, and it was okay. I liked it. I'm not sure I liked the ending so much, but yeah, it was pretty good. I really do recommend listening to it on audio, since it has the podcast in it. But pretty much it is about Sadie, who is looking for a guy because something happened to her sister, and she's wanting to look for the guy that she thinks that done the thing to her sister. And it's also got podcast because since Sadie's missing, they're trying to find Sadie. And so the podcast is about this guy, West, I believe, who is trying to locate her, and he's going pretty much chasing her around and everything, trying to retrace her steps and try to find her. I liked it, but I'm not sure if I liked the ending. I think that's the part that I'm not quite sure about. It's a little open, like, you know, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I can't really say anything because I don't want to spoil anything, so, but yeah, I'm just not sure. I might give this one 3.5 stars, maybe? Happy Friday, y'all! I'm excited it's Friday, and, I didn't go on last night because I just was tired and I forgot, so sorry about that. I don't have a whole lot to say right now, except for I just wanted to say good morning. It's about 9:45, and I've been up for a little while, had my coffee. I would hold up the book that I'm reading, but I left it downstairs because I left my Kindle, but I'm still working on Whispering Pines, and I'm like 50% into it, and it's really good. I really like it. For a middle grade book, it's like pretty creepy and spooky. And so I'm really enjoying that. And I did finish Sadie yesterday, and so I did start a new audiobook, but I'm having problems with it. I got it from the NetGalley app thing, and I had to send them a message and told them that they needed to get this fixed, or I would not be able to review it. Every time I thought because they had an update that they probably fixed problems, but every time I get on there and try to listen to it, it sends me back to like the first chapter. It doesn't keep going. So like if I stop it and I get back on it later, I start back over again. And so I've listened to this one section like 5 times, and I'm like, no, enough. I've had enough of it. If they can't fix it, I'm not going to review it. But I really want to because it's the newest one in the Chief Inspector Gamache series by Louise Penny. I can't remember what it's called. Something about devils. All the devils. That something. I can't remember. Anyway, I worked really hard during the last few months to catch up on that series because I wanted to be caught up so I could get this newest one that's coming out. And now I can't seem to listen to it, so I'm a little bummed. So hopefully they will fix that and that I can listen to that. And if not, I'll just have to figure something else out to listen to. I always have an audiobook going, so I have plenty of things to listen to. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this morning. To run back into town because my dad needs to pick up his medicine. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to be working on Whispering Pines because I want to get it finished today. Hey, so it's like a little after 9 o'clock on Friday, and I finished it. I finished Whispering Pines, and OMG, I don't know whether to be like excited or frustrated because this was so good and it left me on a cliffhanger. I didn't even know this was a sequel or like a series. I mean, so there better be a sequel because the way it ended, it has to have a sequel or really take me off. But yeah, this was like super good and super creepy for a middle grade book. I would say that if you have little ones that you want that like spooky, that you maybe it's better for like older middle grades or maybe even young teenagers than like small middle grade, because it really had some like creepy kind of gross stuff in here for a middle grade. And it totally gave me like Stranger Thing vibes. Definitely had Stranger Thing vibes going on here. And it was so good. And I just had to come in here and throw a fit because I can't believe it ended the way it ended. Oh, it's frustrating. But it was so good, so creepy. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to rate this yet. It depends on, well, I don't know. I need to investigate, see if there's going to be a sequel before I decide. And so now, I guess I will get back to the remaking now that my sidetrack is done. So I finished that one, and so I'm going to try to get back into this one. I'm on chapter 4, which is like page 55. everybody. It is Saturday, I believe, and I'm losing track of my days. And it's about 10 o'clock, and I just thought I would pop on here and say hi and say that I'm going to try to tackle some more of this today. I don't have a whole lot to do today. I'm not going anywhere, so hopefully I can get a good chunk of this read. I wish I read faster, but I don't, and I get distracted quite easily. So, we'll see. I do need to work on the computer a little bit today, but for the most part, I think I am going to try to fit in some of this. Hey, just popping in here before I go downstairs to fix lunch, and thought I would talk a little bit about the book I'm reading. I gotten a little bit farther into it. I wish I wasn't such a slow reader and that I wouldn't get so distracted. But yeah, I'm on page 111, and it's okay. It's not very action-packed, which is something I prefer more of, but it's not bad. I don't know if I ever said exactly what this book was about, but it's told in like different timelines, and like the first part, you hear somebody's telling a kind of like a campfire story, but it's supposed to be based on a true story about a mother and a daughter who were claimed to be witches and lived out in the woods, and they were killed by the townspeople. And then somebody, a boy from that, I think it was from 1950s, campfire story, is now it's 1970, and he's wanting to make a movie based on that mother and daughter. So he thinks he's found like the perfect girl to play Jessica. Her name is Amber. And while they're on the set and she's all made up like the burnt amber and everything, something happens to her while she's there, and yeah, she has an experience with a bit of ghosty experience, I guess. And so I guess that affects her life. And so now I'm in part 3. Well, I'm getting ready to start part 3, and it's fast forwarded to 1995. Yeah, to 1995, and they're going to be remaking the horror movie from back then that was about Jessica, the little witch girl from Pilot Creek. And so I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, now we're in the remaking part, I guess. Hello, happy Sunday, and it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't get on this morning because I was getting ready for church and all that stuff, and I just thought since I'm home I would pop on here and just tell you about how far I've gotten into the remaking. And this, you know, while I actually had a little bit of makeup on, because this is probably like the most you'll ever see me fixed up, because I'm just not really that big into makeup, but I do every now and then, and usually it's on Sunday. So I am still working on the remaking, and I'm about halfway through it, and you know, it's okay. It's not like extremely fast-paced or anything, but at the same time I still find it a little bit interesting, and I'm kind of curious about where it's going and how it's all going to go. And so the lady that was a child in 1971 version of the movie, and I can't remember the name of the movie, Don't Step on Jessica's Grave or something like that. Anyway, she had a really bad experience on the movie set, and it has went through her whole entire life. Is that one thing has just totally screwed her up, and she finds out about the remaking in this, and she's not real happy about the fact that they're remaking it, and it's bringing up a whole bunch of things that happened back whenever she made the movie and everything. So I'm kind of curious to see what she's going to do moving forward. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Now I have got to go to my cousin's house and drop off some Color Street, and I'm feeling really naked Because I'm looking at myself and I don't have any nails on. It's like the first time in like 2 months that I haven't had nails on, and it's kind of weird. But I thought I'd let them air out a little bit because I have had them on so long and everything, but it's weird. So I've decided to come in here. It's a little after 7 at night and wrap up the week and just kind of recap what it was that I read this week and what I didn't get finished and what's going to roll over to next week. So I did manage to get Sadie by Courtney Summers read, and this was okay. I don't think I liked it as much as I thought it would because of like the hype that was surrounding it, but I think that's because when it came out, the whole podcast concept was new, and it's not really so new anymore. I've read some with that kind of thing in it, so this just wasn't as new as it was like when it first came out. So I just thought it was an okay young adult mystery. And then I took a detour from the books that I was supposed to be reading and read this instead. And this is Whispering Pines by Heidi Lang and Katie Borkowski. And this is a middle grade horror, and it was super creepy, and I absolutely loved it. And as soon as the ending got there, and I was just like, I need more. I contacted the authors on Twitter, and I was like, please tell me there's going to be a sequel. And they said there was going to be a sequel, so I'm really excited because I need to find out what else is going to happen. But yeah, super creepy. And I also listened to a little novella called Rolling in the Deep by Myra Grant, and I don't have a photo of it, but I did it, and I'm still working on this one. I'm reading this one, of course I'm reading it, but the remaking by Clay McLeod Chapman, it's okay. I think I was hoping it was going to be better than it is, but I'm liking it, but not like loving it. And right now it's kind of standing at maybe 3 stars. I'm not really, it's just okay. I don't know. But I still got a little ways to go, so we'll try to finish this one next week. So that is all that I read this week, and hopefully, I have been working on a few other things like some audios, but I'm just not going to mention them right now. But these are the ones that I finished, or the main ones, because these are, well, besides Whispering Pine really wasn't a main one, because I was trying to concentrate on a lot of my readathon books, but that one wasn't really a readathon book, though it could be, because it could be the mysterious one I used for the A Touch of Whimsy readathon, if I wanted to. But I do have a mystery for it. It was supposed to be for it, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. But if I don't have time to read that one, I always have this one to fall back on. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling and stuff. And so, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.